Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Manarino. It's a freak show. Yeah, we're going to talk about why. It's a freaking total freak show. Where was I? Yeah, Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. All right, let's start off with the markets here. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500 put on gains today. The Nasdaq slightly lower, but the Nasdaq is just 3% off of a new record high, and it's coming. It's coming because of the freak show. We heard from the freak show again. You know what the freak show is today? I think you know. The ultimate freak show of all time is the Federal Reserve. And I want to talk about that in just a minute, but let's finish with these markets. 10-year yield, people, remaining stable. This is bullish. Dollar didn't do anything. Fractionally higher. Crude oil caught a bid today. Okay, lovely. That's the setup for the market. Henceforth, why the Dow put on a gain, the S&P put on a gain today. Let's talk about cryptocurrencies real quick. Bitcoin, the major cryptos, they got hit today. Understand, they're volatile, but it's a little bigger than that today. The SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, the useless individuals, they're saying that the United States is behind the curve with regard to regulating cryptocurrencies. And of course, a little fear grips the market. Cryptocurrencies sell off. To me, I'm going to sound like a major cryptocurrency bull yet again because I am. Cryptos are going higher. Buy the dip. I told you that this morning. How many times have we heard things like this, you and me? The SEC talking about regulation. I don't know, Janet Yellen, regulation. It never happens. Doesn't happen. I don't see it. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. But until I'm wrong, I'm right. And I've been on the right side of this for a very, very long time. From like Bitcoin 3,000. We're at like 57,000 and change. Come on, people. All right. That's the story with cryptocurrencies today. Why they took a hit. It's the SEC talking about regulation. Okay, we'll see what happens. We've seen the shit show before. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, anytime soon. That's really the story right there. Now, let's move forward to the ultimate freak show, which is also a shit show. Okay, so we heard from the Fed today more than once. And this is what we got going on. So the Federal Reserve is saying that this strong jobs report, which is a complete fabrication, it's absolutely fake. It has no bearing on reality. It's 100% propaganda. So here, I'm just going to read it to you. The Strong's jobs report does not call for a change to the easy money policy. This is the Federal Reserve. So the translation is me. Here we go. This good jobs number is 100% fake and totally fabricated. Expect easy money for as far as the eye can see and then beyond that. All right. Now, this gets even better, talking about the Federal Reserve. Now, again, in a second statement from the Federal Reserve today, I want you to focus on this because, see, I'm not smart enough to know what this means, so maybe you are. Now, Federal Reserve, easy money policy will stay in place until economic outcomes are achieved. What economic outcomes are they talking about? A free fall economy? Well, that's what we got here, allowing them to inflate beyond your wildest possible dreams and even beyond that. That's the setup here. This is the sole reason why the scamdemic is here right now. To kill the global economy, turn off the money velocity. We're at historic lows, the rate at which cash moves through an economy. Allow central banks to buy it all, to inflate on an epic scale, none more so than the Federal Reserve. And just from what you just heard, the Federal Reserve is planning on inflating not just much more, but much, much, much more. So you tell me, okay, gauging from the current environment, okay, what do you want to do? We understand, heard from the Fed today, not once, but twice, that they will continue easy money policy with no end in sight. So what do you want to do? You want to do nothing? Do you want to take advantage of that by, let's say, betting against the debt, becoming your own central bank, buying the dips with regard to precious metals because we know who's rigging it. This is J.P. Morgan. Everybody knows. You know it. Ask anybody. Ask any guy or girl who either works on Wall Street or is associated with Wall Street. They're going to tell you J.P. Morgan is rigging the metals market. Now, if we all understand that, where's the commodities exchange here? Or the SEC? Or anybody else? Why are they not doing something? Oh, wait a minute, they did. J.P. Morgan did pay a $9 billion fine 7 months ago, getting caught red-handed, rigging the metals market. And do you think they're done? How about no? But this is the crap we have to deal with. We have the SEC now talking about, oh, you know, the U.S. is behind the curve, with regard to regulating cryptocurrencies. We've heard this before. I don't think it's, but they will not look at maybe because JP Morgan is the largest bank on earth by assets. They have power beyond power. They can buy the SEC. Maybe that's why. But no one's going to look at it. Again, they'll pay another fine, but that's it. And expect the metals rigging to continue for as far as the eye can see. And I say good. I say good. Let us take advantage of it. Let them do what they got to do. If they want to do it, great. It gives us an amazing opportunity here to buy massively suppressed assets. Now, with regard going back to cryptocurrencies, it's a buying opportunity to me, people, and I've been right over and over and over again. Yes, that's my view here, okay? One day, and that day probably is going to come for a while, I will be wrong, but I'm not wrong right now. With regard to this market, let me ask you again. Understanding the Federal Reserve stance. We just heard from them today, not once, but twice. What did they tell us? The easy money is going to keep pouring in. Where do you think the stock market's going to go? I know, what's his name? Larry Dent, some dented guy. He says we're getting a crash this month. How about no? No, it's not happening. The easy money is not going to stop, which means the market is going higher. You want to know where the market's going to go? Watch the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. It's hyper-ballooning along with debts and deficits, which are hyper-ballooning, all by design. People, if you think for one split second, I mean honestly, that this is not by design, everything you're seeing, then you have no clue. You don't understand at all the environment you're in, what you're doing. You probably don't know how to walk and chew gum at the same time either, because it's just in your face. Everything, the rigging, the manipulation, what the Federal Reserve is doing, the global shutdown, what's really all about. I hope you're getting it, people. All right. So look, in summary here, real quick, Dow finished higher, S&P finished higher, NASDAQ a little bit lower, but the NASDAQ is within a throwing distance of a new record high, which is coming. You got the 10-year yield stable, people. You know how important that is. You got the dollar, which I believe is going to crater after what Goldman Sachs said yesterday. You know, Goldman Sachs, they're waving the white flag with regard to a dollar short position. Do the opposite of what they say, and you're going to be fine. So weaker dollar, stock market positive. Stable 10-year yield, stock market positive. And the backbone of this, the heroine of this market, is easy money from the Fed as our economy free falls. Now tomorrow, again, we're going to hear another jobs number, first-time unemployment claims, and it's going to be unbelievable. And this is the number they're allowing us to hear. Think of what I'm telling you. If they're saying, okay, it's 800,000, could you imagine what the real number is? I mean, it must be beyond belief. But that's what they're allowing us to know. Because you see, everything is controlled. None of the information that we get from any mainstream source is real. It's all fake. It's all propaganda. It's all fabricated. This is a very peculiar environment. It is singular, and I mean singular. But expect it to get much worse. And I can't stress that enough to you. But again, I don't want to be the doomer or the gloomer, because when we look around us, you and I, to me, I see glaring in my face opportunity. I mean, it's like it's an incredible thing. It really, really is. And I hope you feel the same way, because in this environment, look, there are going to be extreme winners and extreme losers. If you understand the environment you're in right now and know what to look for, what's going to happen, well, then it puts you in an amazing spot, and it gives you an enormous, enormous amount of power. All right, with that said, people, that's it. Please share the video. Oh, one last thing. Very important. I forgot to tell you earlier. Starting this Saturday, okay, at least I hope this Saturday, you are all in for a little treat. Those of you that follow and appreciate cryptocurrencies, I'm going to have a very dear friend of mine do a segment here on cryptocurrencies, and this is going to be an every Saturday occurrence. So for all of you out here that are interested in crypto, you are going to love this. It's right up your alley. It's going to be crypto oriented every Saturday right here. And again, I will never let you down. And if I got to get people in here like my buddy who's coming in, my knowledge base with regard to cryptocurrencies is relatively strong. And I mean, I've called it 100% right. But this guy has a little twist on it, a little different perspective, and I think you're going to appreciate it. So anyway, that's Saturday. Remember, with regard to this video, please share it, people. Get it out there. I will see you in the morning. I'm out of here.